A study performed by several neuroscientists and psychologists from around the world found that the health risks and decrease in quality of life from shifting work or voluntary sleep deprivation are equivalent to those of sleep disorders. Establishing a healthy sleep schedule requires sticking to a bedtime, avoiding distractions at night, and avoiding oversleeping. The steps are very easy to follow, so let's jump in. The first step, establish a bedtime. Now, everybody has a different amount of sleep they need per night, but the recommended amount for young adults is 7 to 9 hours. The best way to figure out a bedtime is to count backwards from the time you need to wake up, 7 to 9 hours, and then set that as the bedtime. Consistency is key to this step. Your circadian rhythm will eventually adjust, and it will become more natural. REM sleep, which is the deepest sleep, is essential for things like encoding memory and overall brain function. As you can see, people typically get several REM cycles a night. You need several REM cycles a night in order to help your brain function properly, which is why 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep is best. The next step is to avoid bright lights, like cell phones, tablets, or computers right before bed. The National Sleep Foundation says that electronics emit an artificial blue light that can suppress the release of the body's sleep-inducing hormone, melatonin. Melatonin is essential to a full night's rest. So anything that can inhibit its production at night should be avoided. Another step to the routine is to do a calming activity before bed. This can include anything from reading a book, drinking chamomile tea, or even doing simple stretches. Here's an example of a graphic that I found online that shows some stretches that can be done. This helps to establish a full nighttime routine every night, helps your body wind down before bed, and helps you stick to your bedtime. Another key piece to this puzzle is to avoid sleeping in or taking naps, even on weekends. In the very beginning, this will disrupt the routine, and it should be avoided until the routine is well established. According to a Canadian study on the effects of recovery oversleep, oversleeping on weekends may produce definite performance deficits, which means that oversleeping or napping can affect job or school performance. So let's recap. It is much easier than it seems to create a healthy sleep schedule, and it's also necessary to live a long, healthy life. Anyone can get good sleep by planning 7 to 9 hours, avoiding electronics, performing a calming routine, and avoiding naps and oversleeping.